are the Three Crones and the Woo Woo podcast. I am Gayle Nicholson, Creative Command Coaching and Consulting. To my left, right, whatever, up, down, Krista Ducharme, intuitive healer, teacher, and life coach with dimensional healing. And then we are standing on the shoulders of Miss Joanne Angel Barry Colon, certified personal trainer, intuitive healer, and cosmic energy reader out at Holistic Fitness, New York. Hey, ladies, how you doing today? Joanne, let's start with you. You've got a big old snowstorm going on over in New York.
Yes, we do. We do indeed. We do. I mean, the bright side of things is it's slowing people down, and yeah, it's slowing people down and keeping some people home. So yeah.
Awesome.
But it's all good. It's weather, and I try not to complain too much about it. I don't mind shoveling. I just don't like playing in it. So yeah, I'll get out, shovel, do what I got to do, and get back inside.
There you go. Quick work of the snow chores for sure. Oh,
yes.
Gosh.
It's a great way to get your cardio in, that's for sure.
Yeah. We used to, when back in Michigan, we used to, any boy age of 12 or over was shamed into hitting every old person's house down the street to go do their walks. Before, don't knock on the door, don't ask them for money, go take care of it, right?
Yeah.
And those days are so long gone. I miss those days.
Yeah. So, now they knock at your door and they say, can I shovel? And some people will say, yeah. I've had them knock on my door once or twice, and I'm like, no, you're not taking my cardio away. I'll be outside myself. Thank you very much. So yeah.
And they walk away grumbling, stupid fitness lady.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Krista, how are you doing over there in the Netherlands? Is it snowy for you as it is for Joanne?
No, actually it's not, but it has been raining like cats and dogs. Although we did have I have to share something about snow. We had snow on Saturday. And on Saturdays we go to, it's a really exciting day. Any time that we can get out during a COVID lockdown, you gotta, relish in the moment, celebrate it. So Saturdays for us is we go to the open air market and buy our produce and fresh chickens and, I should say,
fresh chickens?
No, we get chickens, but they're dead and plucked. I want to clarify. I'm not bringing them back here and doing
their
anything.
necks. Oh my God.
Not my thing. But in any case, so we're out. We're doing our market out at the open air market, and I have my mask on, and it's snowing. And Kevin and I'm all bundled up. I look like Nanook of the North, right? And we're out and we're doing stuff. And I look at Kevin and I say something to him. He goes, "Oh my God, what happened?" I'm like, "I don't know what happened." He goes, "It looks like someone punched you in the eyes." He goes, "You're melting. Your face is melting." I only had on mascara. And I'm like, "I have on waterproof mascara." He goes, "Yeah, but it's not snowproof, obviously, because it's streaming down your face."
Oh, wow.
And it was like and then what made it worse is, when you're wearing your masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so it's melting. The mascara is melting down my face. And then it's collecting here at the bottom of my mask or at the top of my mask. Mm-hmm. So every time I'm moving my face with my mask, it's rubbing.
Oh my. Well, ladies, I got to interrupt you for just a second because I screwed up our screens just now. There we go. I'm back. So sorry. I was trying to say hello to our audience in the Three Crones group, and I did something because I've got this amazing keyboard that types to two different computers, and I forgot to tell it to switch. So yeah, we just kind of went off the screen for a second. So I do apologize for that, but we're good now.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Why is the blonde in charge again? I don't remember
why. Because you have all the toys.
I have the toys. Okay. All right. Well, I do want to take this moment before we go any further to encourage those that are still watching this fiasco to like, comment, and share this broadcast. Invite your friends, tag some people, and we're going to have a YouTube channel for you to subscribe to very, very, very soon. It's like 98% of the way there, but we want it perfect before we push it out to you. So, yes, definitely like, comment, and share this broadcast. And by all means, please go visit our sponsor, Sue at Class Act Imports. She's got all kinds of beautiful jewelry in Baltic amber for you to check out. So definitely take a look at what she's got. All right, now I interrupted you. Do you need to finish something, Krista?
So on Saturday, to go with the snow, right? Today, I looked like a drowned rat because I was in and out, but it wasn't snowing. It was just raining. So no, I don't have light snow, and and I'm very well weathered right now.
That's awesome stuff.
Here,
go ahead.
Since you were sharing about Class Act Imports, I have this bracelet. I wanted to show everybody because Sue's been showing bracelets, or AKA my mom. Yeah. I'll admit it. She's my mom.
We're a podcast only her mother could love.
But this is one of her Baltic amber bracelets. I've had this so for longevity, in case people are wondering, I've had this for a number of years. I had it so about 6-7 years. I've had this bracelet, but I just love it. It's great. It's comfortable to wear, except if you're typing. I'll be honest, when I type, I take it off. But I wanted to show this because I had it here in my little bowl. So
fantastic.
Yes.
Awesome.
So how are you doing, Miss Gayle?
Well, I'm feeling very, very, very different than the two of you because as we were discussing the snow in New York, the ice cream man went by my house.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's going to be around 80 degrees here today in Arizona. And I bought a new bike rack for the back of my car because the other one, some piece had cracked on it. And it's like, I'm not going to go through the bother to have that welded. I'll just get a different one. Finally got a new one. And I'm kind of excited, like, when we're done with the show, I'm going to go have a bike ride. Yeah, which I haven't done for a while.
Can you send that 80-degree weather here, please?
I will box up some sunshine for you.
Appreciate it.
And send that. I we'll do the best we can.
I appreciate that.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's begin with Joanne. Since we've done the Terra weather forecast. Joanne, what's our weekly galactic forecast about today?
Well, it is exciting. It's exciting. Before we came on the show today, I was looking at the date. So there's a lot I'm going to be sharing. Mm-hmm. Besides the fact that, as we all know, and I hope we all know, Mercury has gone retrograde. Yes, Mercury is full force retrograde. And for those who are not aware of what Mercury does, Mercury is fully responsible. In fact, Mercury was the one who created internet. So Mercury is fully...
Go ahead, keep going.
Fully responsible for our internet connections, communication, the things we're looking to schedule, the things we're looking to plan, the things we're looking to travel to, how we communicate with one another. And it's actually also moved into Aquarius energy. So it's one of the 7 planets that are in Aquarius. There's still one more planet that needs to transition over to Aquarius, and then we will have completely all 7 of them there. And I was going to say, does anybody know what planet it is that has not moved? But we don't have, I can't hear my audience.
But type it. They can type it in the comments.
They can type in. Does anybody know which planet has still to go into Aquarius that has not gotten there yet? There's 7 that's going to be, and we have 6 already. So there's 1 that's not there yet, and it's coming there soon. This week, next week. Anybody know? Type it in. I'll give you 2 minutes, and then I'm going to dive in to tell you the answer. Awesome. Because I'm dying to say the answer. All right, those 2 minutes are up, guys. Anybody type anything in?
Gail, you can read it.
You know
I
what?
can't.
You know what? I'll be honest with you here.
You were not
While we
seeing
give them
anything?
time to type that in, I'll tell you a little story about how I discovered that it was Mercury retrograde today. I
Okay.
reached out to the father of my oldest daughter and told him, I'm going to go visit our daughter for her birthday. Right? Now, what you know where I'm going with that. That's one of the things about Mercury retrograde. It will make you want to pick up the phone to the past.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
So don't take action and get back together with anybody during Mercury retrograde, because it's not going to be any different this time. But
Exactly.
it was like my wake-up call. Like I wrote that. I reached out to him and I'm like, I just want to let you know I'm going to Michigan, right? And he's like, oh, well, if I come by and sneak in your window, will you shut the window on me? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on today? Check the transits. Oh, God. Smiley face. Bye.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Now,
Gail,
Christy
Yes.
says it's Neptune. Is she right?
no.
No, Christy's not right. Thanks for
Sorry.
playing.
Thanks for playing, though. I'll
Hi,
give you
Diane.
guys a hint.
Okay.
I'll give you all the hints. It's one of my favorites. I talk about it all the time.
Is it really a planet?
Well, they classify it as a planet.
Okay. Because I was going to say the moon, but it's
Yeah,
technically...
so was I.
Did they classify
It is the
Well,
moon? Okay.
astrologically, it would classify as a planet, but it's...
Exactly. Yes, the moon
didn't-
will be in Aquarius as of February 11th or 12th, depending on where you are in the world. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's the last one to go in Aquarius, and we'll have 7 planets in Aquarius energy. Yes.
Awesome.
So let's just talk about the moon now that we brought it up, and just one more second on Mercury, as Gail was saying. Yes, because Mercury is in retrograde, we may find ourselves hearing back from exes or old friends. Usually the reason why that will happen, should it happen, is because of one of two things. A, perhaps if it's maybe there's some closure that needs to take place, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, some closure. But like Gail says, it's definitely not an invitation to go back with the ex. So don't even think about it. Don't put on your best underwear. Don't ask me where that came from. It just came down. Sorry.
More importantly, don't take off your best underwear.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I was
true.
going to say, yeah. Don't take
even
off
let
your
him
best
know.
underwear.
Exactly. Don't even let him or her know what underwear you're wearing. Don't ask me.
Or if you're wearing underwear at
Or
all.
if you're wearing, I'm like, yeah, that commando thing might be.
Exactly. So allow it to be. Take that conversation. If there's an apology or just a reflection of the relationship, accept it and move on very nicely. Same thing with the friendship. Maybe the friendship, the friend might be showing back up because maybe the two of you are now in a frequency where you're there to help each other, but evaluate that as well. Just remind yourself, especially with those exes, it's not an invitation to go back. Please do not go back. Go forward. Walk as fast as you can. Otherwise, you're going to jail. Otherwise, you're going to jail. So that's enough about Mercury.
Well,
all right.
I just want to add a little bit onto that because, like you, I'm not an astrologer. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff, but I'm a little bit into brain hacking and making things that sometimes work against us work for us, right?
Yes.
And for me, I found with Mercury retrograde, I do a lot of editing, right? So I will take this time to go back and tighten up or edit or maybe rewrite something that's already been started. It's not a good time for starting brand new things. It's not a good time for contracts and that type of stuff. But it's a really good time for rewriting, editing, polishing, and
Exactly.
bringing things closer to being finished. Right?
Exactly. Which is why it's called retrograde, because it allows us to reflect on things that we've done already. And also, just to be a little contradicting here, because sometimes I like to do that. For some, not all, Mercury can be a really great time to start something new, but that really depends on where it's sitting in your astrological chart. And my suggestion would be, if you want to know if you are that person that has that ability, I recommend that you do speak with an astrologer to find out if that's the case, because you don't want to start something brand new if that's not in your energy, because you're going to have to go back and redo it, because it's definitely not going to work to your advantage if you do something new and Mercury is not to your highest point right now. So that's my suggestion on that. So
Awesome.
yes, we could definitely re-edit, rearrange, review, anything with re's. Just don't renew a relationship.
Relax.
Exactly.
Let it flow.
Just move.
Look,
Anyway,
Christy mentioned, and I think this is very important for us to share as well. She says, celebrate that they are your ex and twirl the best underwear you have around your head in celebration.
Oh yes, definitely.
I like that.
Exactly.
That
Because
is awesome.
reality of it all is the time that you were with that person, there was a reason why you were with them. So celebrate the lessons that the two of you can come together to share that you've learned, and also maybe point out some of the greater attributes about that person to shine the light on them for a little bit. But then remember, it's time to move forward. Go on.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing. It was fun. It was real, but it's not real now.
Right?
Exactly. And, as we speak about Mercury, today the moon sits in Libra energy. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but I do want to make a note, because it sits in Libra energy. It is a day, interesting enough, as we speak about Mercury in retrograde and not revisiting the exes. It is a day where, on an emotional level, we are connecting with other people. We are connecting with partnerships. We are connecting with businesses. We are connecting on a personal level as well, on an emotional level. So just check in with your emotions on what's going on for you today based on this moon's energy. The moon will be in Libra between today's Tuesday, Wednesday, right till Thursday. So just to have that idea, and then it will be moving out of Libra and moving into Scorpio energy. So fun there. And just want to finish off our forecast with this amazing insight, because you know how I get when we have master numbers. It's like talking about the moon. I don't know which of the two gets me more excited. But anyway, and I won't even tell you where that excitement can lead me to.
I'm sensing underwear is involved.
Oh wait, no, I think a lack of.
Maybe the lack
Could be.
Lack of.
Exactly. This might become an X-rated show.
Right?
Wait,
like,
you know what? We're still keeping it PG.
We are.
Innuendos are fine.
We're gonna try. So yes. So the next thing that I love talking about are master numbers, and when we take today's day, the date, it is February 2nd, 2021. Now it is February 2nd, right? Because I had to check with myself. I'm like, it's not the 3rd, right? Okay, thank God. I had a whole live video a couple of months back, and I was talking about the Master Energy Day, and realized after my show that I was a day later. I was like, oh damn. Anyway, today, as we look at the date, February 2nd, those two numbers was a master number. The overall number for the day, when we add the two to 2021, adds up to be a 9. So this is really about how we are transforming what it is that we are building on a master level. How we are transforming on a master level, on a higher vibration. What are we building? What are we building today?
We're building our YouTube channel.
Yay!
Yes, and that's a master building, because when we think about master numbers, it carries a higher vibration, and it also means that we're creating something bigger than just something on the ordinary. So it's a master day. Think about what it is you're transforming today and make that happen today. So I'm loving that energy.
Awesome. Yeah, when I was putting up all the promo stuff on it and I'm adding together the numbers, I'm like, oh my God, Joanne's just gonna pee her pants today. This is beautiful.
Yes. 2 things that make me very happy: master numbers, You all thought I was going to say something else, huh?
Well, we've got it started.
Yeah, master numbers
Mm-hmm.
and the moon. The two M's. Master numbers and the moon. Makes me very happy.
All kinds of leather-clad jokes in there, but I'm going to leave that alone for now.
Yeah.
Leave it in a safe
We don't want to
space.
feed them all our good stuff all at once, right? We want them coming back for more.
Right?
Oh, they'll come back for more. They'll come back for more.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's see if we can clean this up any. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll try.
And by going with Krista's Crystal of the Week.
Oh my gosh. So I would love to say I'm going to be cleaning this up a little bit, but when I'm opening it up with, honest to God, I need like a bathtub full of this particular crystal, which is Seriphos green quartz. And a card appears, which means I do not own this quartz. Mm-hmm. And seriously, the more research I did on this bad boy, on this beauty, the more I realized, no joke, I need a bath in it, like all the time, constantly. So this is a really awesome quartz that is only found on the Greek island of Seriphos, hence the name. So it ranges in color from like a celery green, and this is its natural color, from a celery green to like a spinach, kale color green. And it grows like in fingers. So I'm describing what it looks like because the more you explore crystals and the more you learn about crystals, one of the things that you're going to encounter is a lot of fakes. And there are a lot of fakes. And that we could spend an entire episode just discussing fakes and how it's done. And this is one that's easily done because what has been happening is they'll take a clear quartz, a long like clear quartz point or a clear quartz wand, which is very defined. And then in a minute, you'll understand why this is very important to know. And they'll powder it and bake it essentially for it to adhere and become that green color, right? And you see that with the auralites. So you know those crystals that have those pretty rainbow colors baked onto them? Well, they don't grow in nature like that. They're chemically enhanced to be that. But what happens, the way you can tell Seriphos or a green quartz apart from a fake is that the green quartz doesn't just grow in a length. It looks like a piece of foliage. So so that length looks very leafy, not just in color, but in its formation. So I thought that was really incredible because I really have I don't even know if I've seen this before. So I am now on the hunt in my very small footprint of my house. Our quarantine has just gotten more restricted. And so I'm on the hunt. And when I go to Greece, when quarantining is done, or not, lockdown is done, when I go to Greece, I will definitely be looking for this crystal. Now, let me explain to you some of the cool properties of it because I think it's wonderful. It connects with the earth element, of course, which is a very grounding attribute. But the other thing, if you look at the color, and I'm showing again the picture of the card, if you look at the color, it connects also with the heart. So our heart chakra is green, and green is for healing. And it's fantastic for that. But I'm like digressing. I'm getting very excited. I've been reading about this since last week I started researching it. And there were a couple of aspects. So on a spiritual level, and you'll have to forgive me, I'm reading because I want to make sure I share this. This crystal on a spiritual level carries a regenerative energy of nature. It is a powerful communication stone, which, remember how I said, I shouldn't be surprised, but this is a perfect stone for now because it's a communication stone, right? And Mercury retrograde is all about communication, technology, all that. Yeah. So there you go, ladies. Maybe you guys need to have that stone too. There for you too, Miss Gayle. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just
a little bit, right? So communication for working with working with the natural entities and energies, including plant divas, minerals, animal consciousness. It teaches the proper health and balance in which every being is born. And for me, I just really feel like when I was reading that, it really connected with me and with the state of where we are as a global conscious. When I really tapped into that, I was like, yes, we are in this phase or in this space where we really not only need to heal ourselves, but we need to really reconnect and heal with Mama Earth, right? And I always think of February as the month of self-love. Yes, it is all about Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day or however you want to celebrate it. But really and truly, it's a great time for us to say, hey, I'm important. And it's good for me to make sure that I'm taking care of my health. So the last thing I thought I would share with you guys I could go on forever, but the last thing I thought I would do, because I really liked her affirmation, and actually I like this affirmation too. So I have two affirmations I was going to read to you. I'm going to read to you what Colette Baron Reed wrote first. The essential meaning of the Seriphos green quartz is life on life's terms, acceptance of our place in the world, heaven on earth, and what it means to be, right? Heaven on earth and what it means to be. Now, the affirmation that Naisha wrote in the Book of Stones is, I embrace the earth as my home. I accept with joy, gratitude, my incarnation here, and I call forth my healing and wholeness. Now I'm going to type that up and share that in our page, because I thought that both of those separate, they're really awesome. But when I read them together, I was like, oh my gosh, that is exactly what I think we all are looking for. We may not realize what we're looking for, or we're looking for something like that at the moment, to actually take this time to help ourselves, but that's exactly what it is. So honest to goodness, this stone, if it at all interests you, I highly recommend looking some great things up on it. One of the things, and this is the one, and I need to tell Kevin this, and he'll be like, where do I go order you a truckload of it? Is this one gal, and I forget which blog it was that I was reading, a crystal one. She said that for her, she found that when the green quartz came into her life, she became more organized. And she wore it as a piece of jewelry. And she's like, yes, every time I wore it, I found that everything, I just was far more organized. And I'm sure I share that with Kevin. He'll be like, yes, you need to have that as a necklace, earrings. bracelet. Oh, maybe a crown.
Yeah. Can we make you a corset with the bones made of that?
Now, here's the funny thing. I am organized. I'm just not his type of organized.
There you
But,
go.
He's not my type of organized either. So,
That's a really, really good point. That reminds me of something I was thinking of earlier this week, how men say women are bad drivers, right? But what that really comes out of is the fact that women multitask at a rate like 3 times what men do. So where women look distracted because they're managing 15 things and the guy goes, no, right? Because he can only manage 5 things and what she's doing is more than he could handle. So we always judge others based on what we're all capable of. So in fact, women are not crappy drivers. Men just can't handle as much as women can.
I like that.
Right? Can I get a cosigner, please?
Sure. I'll work that one. Why not? Works for me.
Right? But I want to go back for a second to what that healing power that you were talking about with the green Seriphos quartz, right? Because what came to mind for me as you were describing that is, like, say for instance, you've got a cut on your arm, right? And we run through life going, oh, if I could just put a Band-Aid on that, it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
And we run through our life like that. If I can have that, I'll be fine. If I can go there, I'll be fine. If I can do that, I'll be fine. Completely forgetting that it's the body itself, the within, that does the healing. The Band-Aid doesn't do the healing.
No.
Right?
Right.
It's the body that does the healing. It's the simple functions that we don't have to add anything to. We have to remove the distractions from in order to get that deep-seated healing and the new skin with no scars, Yeah.
Yes.
So anyways, I thought that was really, really cool. I love this stone. I got to find some.
Yeah, I have to tell you, it kind of blew me away the more I read about it. And I looked for it a little bit online in terms of purchasing, but really I just got enamored with the stories behind it and people's personal journeys with the stone. One of the things that I teach when I'm teaching people to start connecting with stones is it's great to have books and it's great to do the research on them, but understand it's going to be your own experience that really tells the tale on how that works for you. And so, yes. Yeah. And that, I go down, I teach people how to create their own crystal journal so that they can actually document what it is that they're learning from the crystal, because I'll tell you, I'm constantly learning from them. Some things I don't want to learn. Yeah. I'll be honest. I'm like, really? I didn't need you to tell me that. Kind of like a teenager, Sometimes I really just don't need them to tell me that.
Right. Right. Yeah. I get like that with tarot readers. I have to be very picky about my tarot readers because 8 out of 10 of them just show me cards that confirm what I already know. It's like, new information, please.
But here's the reality. Sometimes we just need to keep hearing it.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. It's the 23rd time that sticks, right?
Yeah.
If it's as I always say, if it's showing up in a reading, there's a reason why.
Yeah. Whether or not we want to agree.
Exactly. So we've had X amount of readings, and each reading we've had, we come back and we review every reading. It's like, why is this thing in every reading? Well, because you have to learn something about it so it doesn't show up in the next one. That's all it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a reading that had a pattern in it for like 3 years, right? And it was just the same he wasn't a major. It was a face card. He was a face card. But he kept showing up, and it was just dragging on and on and on, and like somebody else is in control of your life. Yeah, that was the last job, the last 3 years of the last job that I was in. And I kept going like, how do I change this? How do I change this? And it was like, no, this is just something you're going to have to deal with until it's over, you know?
Yeah, because sometimes that happens too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not always about how do we do anything. Sometimes it's about being patient enough just to let it run its course and be done. You know, and as humans, I don't know about you ladies, but I know for me, I like to be in control, and I like to know that, you know what, I can do something to change it. And when someone says to me, no, you just have to sort of sit back, let it ride through, and eventually it will be done. So just be patient. And I'm like, oh, not one of my best qualities.
That's awesome.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, but like I'm working on the patience part. And the one thing I've come to learn from a great friend of mine who's a pastor, she had advised me one day, she goes, the one thing you never do is ask for patience. And I said, why is that? She goes, because you're going to receive people in your life that's going to cause you to have patience. So what you want to do, instead of asking for patience, say thank you for the patience I already have. And this way here, you do not invite people in that's going to require you to have patience. So so every day I say, thank you for the patience I already have.
Nice. I like that.
I like that. I'm going to add that to my gratitude.
Yeah.
There we go. There you go. And we will not need to have lessons of people showing up that's going to embark us to have patience.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it's an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? That everything that you ask for, the first thing that shows up is where it's not. Right? So we ask for patience, and we just, like have all of these opportunities where it's like, I don't have any patience with that. Right?
Well, that's because we're asking for patience. Like, oh, I just wish I can have patience. Well, then someone's going to show up in your life to teach you to have patience. So it's like, okay, I don't need that. So you know what? Thank you for my patience that I already have. That's right. I'm past that lesson, so we're good. Move on.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Yes. Speaking of moving on, you may not be able to get any green Seriphos quartz from Sue at Class Act Imports, but you can get the best, highest quality Baltic amber. And you know what? Ask. She might have a few things that I'm not aware of because I'm such a Baltic amber freak.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what her inventory is right now, so I don't know.
She might have some, she might. So at any rate, yes, by all means, please reach out to her for that and ask if she's got some green Seriphos. She might be holding out on her own daughter.
Yeah.
It could happen. It could happen.
It happens. Don't worry. And I won't take it personally.
Awesome. Well, we will get into this next section here, which is Gayle's creative commands. And today we're going to talk a little bit about living joyfully no matter how life shows up. And I am like in the thick of it. So let's do this. So here's the situation. Few months ago, just before the coronavirus lockdown happened, right around the same time, my partner Bill was just at, you want to talk about needing patience, he was at the end of his rope with the owner of the house that we rented at the time, and he really wanted to get out of that relationship. And long story short, he ended up doing a deal with one of his clients that we were going to move into his client's house that he was vacating because he was getting married and moving into his new wife's house. So that's great. We didn't have a lease. There was no lease. It was all this, it's like, it was a perfect thing, right? Fast forward a year, my landlord's business tanked because he does software for in-person conferences, which completely eliminated off the face of the earth in this last year, pretty much. And he had to sell his assets. So he sold the house that we live in. So now we are in this situation where we have a lease that goes until October, and the new owner told us that he's planning to move in, and if we would like out of our lease early, we could do that, no problem. So right now, we are in this flux of where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Hate the fact that somebody else is in control of things, in charge of, all of that. And I'll be honest, the first couple days, it's really hard to accept a hit like that, right? And wonder where your life is going and stay in the positive joyfulness, curiosity, the state of energy that allows miracles to happen, that allows these shifts in something that we see as that's impossible. Can't do that. That's not going to happen. To, maybe if we leaned this way and looked up a little bit, perspective might change enough that, oh, I can see how that could be possible. Now what do we need to do to make it happen? And this is so very important. I let this go in my house for about 48 hours. And then I had to have a talk with Bill and go, look, this is big stuff that we're creating together. And I cannot create from an environment of, oh God, this is horrible. We can't do this. We're going to end up on the streets. Oh my God, how are we going to make this work? Right? I can't lift from there. I can lift from, all right, this is a big one. Maybe we have something to do. What can we look at? What can we consider? What can we eliminate to get it out of the way? And so on. And the next day he came to me and he's like, you know what? You were right. He says, I kind of went south after that. And that's not what it's going to take to make things happen. So that's my message to you this week is regardless of what the circumstances life is handing you, right? If you can do the best that you can to stay in a space of joyfulness, of curiosity, of, why not? Instead of, oh no, it can't, right? That will go so much farther to creating the life that you actually choose to have than doing more of the same that's gotten you just so far and no further, right? So again, it's not about spiritual bypassing. It's not about emotional bypassing. It's about acknowledging, yes, this emotion is not going to get me where I want to go. So let me put this aside for a minute. Integrate an emotion that is more fueling for my dreams and take some action. All right. So I wish you all the best in the coming week and going forward from there. And I appreciate in advance all of your love and support for the life of my dreams, because we are moving out of this phase of not having a place to call our own. And what I want to create out of that is so much different and so much bigger than anything that I've allowed myself to create before. And trust me, I've created some big stuff, right? But this is different. There's like no point of reference. This is creating from nothing. So thanks in advance for your support for that. And I support you in everything that you dream of. Just stay in joy. The money will follow. And stay curious for what could possibly show up. All right, so that's it for me today. We need to crown our weekly winner.
Yes, we do.
All
We do.
right.
Shall I announce? Because I'm the one, it's my giveaway this week.
You can have it.
Hi. So, and it's funny, do I even have the printout? Oh, crackers. I'm going to have to get up. Hold on. Here we go. So the winner of my, I'm hoping to do it gracefully. All right, so I have on my pajama bottoms. All right, guys.
The first time we ever see her below the waist.
I know. I'm like, I'm on my pajama bottoms. Hey, you know what? I had to bed after this. It's all good. It's all good. So the winner of this week for sharing our weekly podcast, liking and commenting is, I can say the name, right?
Yes.
Gretchen Ingraham. So
Yay,
Gretchen,
Gretchen!
you are the lucky winner. Woo! I'm so excited.
Yay!
This is my personal ebook, and you get, actually, it's funny, I forgot how many things that I have with this, but it's creating with abundant crystals and how to make them sing for you. So it is an ebook. So Gretchen, hit me up. I should have your email, but I don't think I do have your email anymore. It's on my blue screen of death computer. So hit me up with your email address, and I will email you this goodie package, because not only is it this ebook, you get your crystal journal sheet. You get a print off for crystal journal sheets. And
Bless you.
there are lots of links, meditations, all kinds of things within this ebook. So yeah, it's a really great one. And when I get my links back up, I'm gonna gift everybody in here a special deal. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm so excited about the fact that we have our YouTube channel almost done. I'm like, oh, this is so exciting.
So
Sorry,
cool.
Yeah,
I love it. Don't ever apologize for being joyful. Jeez.
And I'm really excited for Gayle and your dream.
Yes.
You know, we went looking at RVs over the weekend, and we were looking, and you know, it's really interesting how much more money they charge for one of those big old buses, because they've got, you know, like the engine in it. You're right. But we found one that I just fell in love with. And I keep, you know, poking Bill, you know, like, I really like that. I really liked that. So that's part of the dream, because I do want to be able to live down here, but also, like, go visit my kids up in Michigan for a few months of the year eventually. So, yeah, it's exciting stuff. Very exciting. All righty. So, what do you guys got working? What's going on tap for you over the next few weeks? I know Krista's working on our YouTube channel. Do you have any courses that you're doing?
Me, actually, I'm working. Yeah, if you guys want to join in the Word of the Year group that I have, I'm going to be going in again this week, and we're talking about something different. I'll be doing a live on Thursday. Granted, it's at 7:30 a.m. on the East Coast Standard Time, but I have to work it around my Lyft schedule and the Uber.
Yeah.
I have to go pick everybody up. We're saving the planet with one car at the moment.
There you go.
And then in mid-January or mid-February, we're in February. So sometime after Valentine's Day, I am going to be releasing a course that I have been working on, I don't know, 7 years, that I just have not done yet. And it's a chakra course, and it will, I'm trying to decide if I want to do it as a 7-day or a 7-week. So that's the aspect that I'm kind of figuring out at the moment.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
How about you, Joanne? What do you got working up?
Oh, I have a lot working up. Yes. To start off with, let's see. I have this amazing, which I don't even have them in my hands, but anyway, I have this, what was it, 2 weeks ago, there was a slight error with the printing of my cards, my deck of cards. I had 5 deck of cards printed, and they literally printed them up incorrectly. And I didn't have the heart or the soul to throw them out. Because they're pretty, but they're printed wrong. And unfortunately, the printing company would not refund me my money. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. So I decided the other day, I had a creative idea that just literally was downloaded. I wasn't even thinking about it. And what I'm going to be doing with those cards, which I'm actually doing now, I'm offering 6 complimentary, what I call a business blueprint using numerology based on the card. And what will take place with that, all they have to do is email me obviously their birthday, month and day, their full name and address, because I'm actually going to be mailing them one card and a printout of how this one card, their birthday, And all the information that comes with this card is going to help them improve their business.
Nice.
So I'm really excited with that. And there's only going to be 6 people included with this because I'm just starting it out and I don't want to overload myself because I could do that. And it's complimentary. So those first 6 people will actually get this complimentary. Thereafter, there's going to be a charge attached to it thereafter. And then next week on February 11th, I have my Cosmic Energy 2021 forecast class. And that's another thing that they can use to enhance their entire year and take that information and apply it thereafter. So if they're interested in learning more about that, they can just hit me up with an email, healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll give them the information for both.
Awesome stuff. Excellent. And ladies, drop the links into the comment section if you'd like to for this. It's hard for me to say this, okay? It's hard for me to say this. I am looking for 6 people to take part in my beta program. These 6 people will make a miracle with me, which I'm not talking about stigmata and bleeding statues. I'm talking about a shift in perception that caused something that seemed impossible to now occur as possible, right? So 6-week program, 6 people, very discounted cost, and we are going to rock that through. And then at the end of that, people who have benefited from that will be invited to join my Miracles Mastermind. So this is big for me. This is really big because the stuff that we're doing is the stuff that I would have been burned for about 400 years ago. So
all of us. It's okay.
All of us. Yeah.
I'm not doing anything that I wouldn't be burned for.
Right.
Right.
It is called the woo-woo, right?
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, we're putting that together. If you would like to, have more information about that, put a comment down below for it. Just say miracle, and I'll reach out to you and just have a conversation about it. It's not a fit for everybody. But if you've got something that you really want to shift out of your space to cause something else to be able to be possible for you, this is the beta to do it in. All right? Awesome.
Yep.
Now, I just want to, any final words before we thank our sponsors?
Folks, we are at the beginning of the 2nd month of 2021. And it is, I know that for so many people, they keep feeling like it's just a repeat still of 2020, but ultimately it really isn't. The energy is shifting. It's moving. It may be like a slow freight train picking up speed, but it's moving. And it's not too late to do a shift in your miracles. I think you're on that side of me.
No, other side. You had it right.
I did have it right.
I'm on orange side.
Okay, you're on the produce side. You are. So it's not too late to start a shift in miracles. It's not too late to select a word of the year, to select something that's going to empower you. It's not too late to learn about the numerology. Because guess what? The cool thing, numbers don't lie, people. I love numerology.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, and also to cap on what Krista's saying in regards to it's not too late. It's really not. And when we think about, we are in the 2nd month of the new year, but as we move out towards the end of February and move into March, I'm going to remind you all right now to put on your running shoes, because although we might still feel like we're in 2020, as soon as we move towards the end of February and hit into March, it's going to feel like someone literally opened the gates and that every one of us has to run, because we're going to be running into all the things we have to do. And we're going to almost feel like we need to catch up because there's so much that we're all going to be doing as we start going, because we've been isolated and still for a very long time. So probably some of us have forgotten how to really get up and go.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to start doing that now. Do your stretches, do your strength training, do your cardio, because you're going to need all those components to keep up with the go big or go home process, because that's where we're going.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. Definitely going there.
Excellent advice. Excellent. Okay, so next week's giveaway prize. All right. I'm going to take that one on, and I am going to send out another little crystal compilation package to whoever wins. So I can't tell you what's going to be in that package until we choose a winner, because I'll key into their energy and pick up which crystals might like to go home with them. All right. So if you would like one of my crystal compilations, make sure that you like, comment, and share this broadcast out to your people. Make sure your settings are set so that I can see that you shared it. Apparently, some people have their settings set so that other people can't see what they do, which is completely reasonable. But if I can't see that you shared this, I can't put your name in for winning it. So, you might, or if you don't want to change your settings, just put in the comments, shared, and then I'll know that you were one of the people whose names I can't see. Right? Yeah. All right. So do that, and watch this space as well, so that when we have the YouTube channel ready to go, you can be one of the first to subscribe as well. Because going forward, once we have that up and running, that will be added to the list of activities that you must do to be entered in. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. So you only have to subscribe once. You're subscribed from then on. But you want to make sure that you're subscribed, or you won't be allowed to win.
That's right. And one of the things too about the YouTube channel, I'm going to be hounding about this. We need to get 100 people to like and subscribe our YouTube channel as soon as I get it up and running, and as soon as we all say, hey, yeah, it's good, we love it. And honestly, it's going to be like, oh yeah, it's good for today. I'm just aiming for that. But as soon as we get it where we really are liking what it is that we're putting out, we need 100 people to subscribe, and we want them to be genuine people who really want to hear from us, because then that opens up other things that we can do, and we can link other things in. And so that first 100 is just as important as our 100 in our group page. So we're really excited, and we are wanting to grow with you. That's what we're doing. We're growing together.
We are wanting to grow. She wants to explode, and she's oozing all over the place, waiting to be able to explode. That's the truth.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. That's awesome, though. And one more thing. I know I'm giving this like laundry list, but if you have a company, product, service that you would like to be promoted by providing a giveaway item, please reach out to Krista or myself. Joanne's really busy. She'll just send you to one of us either. Anyway, so reach out to Krista or myself, either in Messenger or put the word like weekly in the comments, so that we know that we can, reach out to you in Messenger and have a conversation about what you'd like to offer and how we can promote you while you're doing it, because we would love to just keep this weekly giveaway thing going each week and be able to share the exposure with people of like mind. So please, reach out to us, put weekly in, whatever. Let us know that you want to be a partner with us. All right? Yeah. All right, cool. Now, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Krista Ducharme with Dimensional Healing with Krista, myself, Gayle Nicholson with Creative Command Coaching and Consulting, and Joanne Angel Barry Colon with Holistic Fitness New York, and of course, GayleNicholson.com. You can also visit our sponsor, please, at Class Act Imports. Give Sue a call. Check out her Facebook group and all the beautiful jewelry that she has to offer there. And again, you can watch us pretty much everywhere, YouTube, Facebook, or on GayleNicholson.com. And we are in conversation with some people with different streaming services with Roku and local TV channels to bring you even more woo-woo goodness eventually. Alrighty. So once again, thank you from all three of us, and have a fantastic week.